We spent some time driving around rural Appalachia land in about as late as fall as you can get. It was about mid-December. We kept seeing churches on every corner. Finally, we just pulled over. I'm like, let's just try to talk to somebody in one of these churches about the importance of church in this part of South Carolina. We walked into a Baptist church, and that's when we met Beth and her family. They were getting ready for the holidays, and they really put into perspective the importance of religion in this part of South Carolina.
Okay, my name is Beth Boyd. This is New Hope Baptist Church. Pumpkin Town. My great-grandfather and my grandpa and my great-grandfather's brothers built that church. It was built in the 60s. 67. And religion is a really big thing here, and so is family. It is very, I guess, clannish. Scotland. See who that is? Calling my phone.
Awesome. Oh, that's okay. I thought it was like the music on.
No, it's my phone. Take it. Now that one's mad. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
It is very. It's the main thing that we grow up with. My grandparents instilled it in. My parents, same for us, and it's going down generations. It is a great thing for us to have. It's something that we can hold to when everything is just crazy in the world. Hang on,
No,
just
you're
a second.
fine. Yeah.
Sure.
You guys are getting busy. You have a church, like a function, fundraiser, Christmas thing that y'all are doing?
No, this is actually for my primary class. I am the primary class teacher here at this church, and we are getting ready to host the widows of our church. And that's one of the things that we were talking about last night was I want the children to understand that the widows are still here. They're not going away, and those are people that they can go to whenever they have any kind of issues that they don't think that they can talk to their parents about or their preacher about or their teacher about. They've got people that they can go to. So we're getting ready to do that tomorrow, and the children seem to love. The children are good with everything. Like with my class on Sunday mornings, if it's dry enough outside, they get to go outside and play fishers of men. I have a great big net, and they get to chase each other with the net to see how many they can catch. So it's one of their favorite things. And I have to say, my great-grandfather, who's buried out here, my great-grandmother, they were a really strong influence. So is my grandma and my papa that's buried out here. My grandma is almost 90, and she every day reads her Bible and prays for each and every one of us grandchildren. I'm the oldest of 12. The one that just walked out with the camo on is the youngest of 12.
You're tearing up. Why are you tearing up?
I can't really explain it. It's something good. It is good. If you look at all the churches that you have around, there are some churches that are no longer here. I do a lot of history stuff. I like genealogy stuff. And I'm telling you, some of these churches have been here for hundreds of years. Like Illinois over there, it's been there for hundreds of years. Literally back before the Civil War. And I don't think he needs you to crunch in his video there. Crossroads Church out going towards Easley. It's been there since before the Civil War. There's people buried there that's predates Civil War. There are people around that like Saluda Hill. It's been there. We have family there that was buried before the Revolution. During the Revolution, after the Revolution. A religion has basically followed our family from Scotland and Ireland into the Appalachia, the lower Appalachias where we are. And it has been a driving force for all of us from then all the way down to now. And we try to keep that instilled in our children and in our family members, and try to keep encouraging others that, if you don't believe that, at least look, don't just say, oh, there's no God, because there he is. I've seen him multiple times when I've had wrecks that I should not have walked out of. So that being said, I don't know what else to tell you. What else do you want to know?
How are folks getting along out here nowadays?
With the economy and everything, there are a lot of people that are having to go to food banks. They are working full time, and they are, just trying to get along, piece by piece. The church helps whenever they can. That is another big staple. It's harder. It truly is harder about knowing that you're working 40 hours a week and your money doesn't go as far as you normally do. Like with Christmas, some people are going to have a harder time at Christmas. We know that. I mean, younger families and stuff. But sometimes I think it'd be better if we just went back to the old ways of Christmas, where you're not having to, I need the very best thing. I think like being together with family is a huge thing. That's what we do with ours. We try not to celebrate the 25th because it has gotten to the point of, it's kind of crazy. We do like the old Christmas, which is January 7th. And when we come down here together, we find something to do together. We find some kind of craft to do together, just spending time eating, enjoying each other's company, and not worrying about having to buy, a Nintendo game here or, some kind of other expensive thing there. It's just one of those things of it's just easier. And I'd seen a thing on there, I seen a thing on the internet about places that still celebrated Old Christmas. And Scotland and Ireland and all of those still celebrate Old Christmas also. And it was just kind of amazing that that was something we kind of got into, not because we were boycotting the one that they called traditional Christmas, but because it was just easier to not have to go out and buy stuff that was saying marked down but marked up, and it was just better to spend time with family. Mm-hmm. So,
one more quick question.
Yes.
Do you think religion, I hear, is making a comeback among younger people? They're finding God. They're not doing some of the things that they were doing before. I don't know. It seems like the younger generation is coming back to religion. Have you noticed that at all?
Yes, in a lot of ways I have, but some of them don't understand where they're coming from or where they're trying to go to. And that's one of the reasons why we try to encourage people, go to your local church. There are many churches here. All of these churches around here, are good people. They are salt of the earth people that love everybody. It doesn't matter what, creed, race, anything. It doesn't matter. They just love people because God tells them to love them. And like with the younger people, get with the church people. Find somebody that goes to church. If you've got questions, say, can I ask you this? It's one of those things of, they're there. That's what they're there for. And sometimes we're not at this church. This was just one of those random days that I had asked to get ready for the children's thing. And, we don't mind people coming in. It's a good thing that people come in. It just, I don't know what else to say to that. I mean, it's a blessing to get to meet y'all and y'all come in and actually do this.
Thank you.
You're welcome.